Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the JP Football Podcast. I'm doing this video a bit early. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning, but hey, Everton versus Norwich City. Again, I told you I was going to be at the Harp, 7 o'clock in the morning with a couple fellow Evertonians. Shout out to the San Diego Toffees that showed up today at the Harp to watch the game. And yeah, Everton came away victorious. I said, before that this was a must-win game. This is, playing the worst team in the league, a team that's going to get relegated. Honest to God, they are going to get relegated. Bet my whole bank account on Norwich getting relegated this season, honestly. So there's that. And our squad was very, very thin going into this game. Our bench was one of the worst benches I've ever seen Everton have in a long, long, long time. It was so bad. It was such a bad bench. But even though our squad was on the bones of their asses, right? We still came out and the team did a job today. Rafa Benitez played the best team that he could play today, which again, I said should still be good enough to beat Norwich. Jordan Pickford actually had recovered from his shoulder injury. So that was a big plus for us, him starting today. Definitely, again, he's our number one goalkeeper, man. Like much, much better than Begovic. I feel like we're just a lot more confident with him in goal as well. Our defenders are more confident. The fans are more confident. The whole team in general is just a lot happier and way more confident when Jordan Pickford is between the sticks and, not Begovic. So there was that. But yeah, again, no Richie, no DCL, no Coleman. Yet again, we still managed, which is very, very good. Norwich, for the first 40 odd minutes, I feel we dominated possession. We had really good play going between, but then Norwich started to pick it up little by little towards the end of the first half. And then the second half, I feel Norwich, they really came on to us. They were really knocking the ball around, creating good chances for them. They had a couple pretty good chances. That's at least how I felt. But the problem with Norwich is literally like the main problem with every team that's fighting a relegation battle. Do you have forwards? Do you have strikers that, can finish? And look, I don't want to slander Teemu Pukki here. Okay. I like Teemu Pukki a lot. But I just don't think, we shut Teemu Pukki down today. I like Josh Sargent as well, U.S. men's national team player, but we really didn't offer the Norwich forwards any type of real chance to finish, because if we did, I do think they'll put them away because those are two pretty decent forwards. Instead we had to force, other players on Norwich to try to do so, like their midfielders, and they just couldn't finish. They really, really just couldn't finish. Center backs can get headed, like I just couldn't, which is good for us because again, that second half was really, really worrisome. I was on edge for the majority of the second half, with Norwich being on the ball a lot. Look, our defending looked dodgy at times. At times, our defending, it's Everton, right? So we never like to make anything comfortable. So it seemed like really like hard in your mouth moments at times with our defending. But overall, the defenders got rid of the ball. They cleared it. They did their job. Look, every single Everton defender today did their job. I'm not hating on a single one of them. I don't, they did good. They all did good today. Okay. They all did good. And speaking of, good, this was like a somewhat okay, solid performance. Was it good? I mean, there were moments of it. Yeah. But again, with your squad depleted again, but this was still a decent squad. This is actually still a decent squad that should be beating lower half teams. Can they beat top half teams? Probably not, no, but still. So this is how Everton started. We played in a 4-4-1-1, which could be inverted into a 4-4-2. So you had Pickford in goal, as I said, thank goodness. Lucas Dean did start at left back, which is really, really good because, oh my gosh, if he didn't, that would have been a big problem. So thankfully, Lucas Dean started at left back. Ben Godfrey started at right back. Yerry Mina and Michael Keane were the two center backs, the partnership. So I got the defense right. That's who I thought Rafa was going to play. That's exactly who he played. Then the four in the midfield, you had Andros Townsend on the right mid. You had Alex Iwobi on the left mid, interchangeable. And then you had Allen and Decore as the center mids. I was close with this one. I thought Damari Gray was going to be where Alex Iwobi was out wide, but he wasn't. And then the 1-1, Damari Gray played as that like second striker, false nine type of role, and then Rondon played as the striker center forward. So yeah, I would have liked to see Damari Gray wide and Iwobi playing more in the middle, but again, I actually thought Iwobi was good today. Yeah, Iwobi started a game today for us, and I thought he was good. I thought he was fine. There were moments that I thought Iwobi defensively he was actually okay today. There were moments he won us the ball back, and I was like, oh, all right, okay, worked hard today. So that's that. Yeah. So that 4-4-1-1, which again, that was probably the best formation we could have played, or 4-4-2. And then again, Rafa picked the best team he possibly could have picked today, which is good. At one point during the game, Jordan Pickford looked to have hurt his shoulder a bit, which was really scary, but thankfully he was okay. And that was that. But yeah, again, we dominated possession. Like first half an hour was great. We dominated possession. We were trying to create chances. We were really on it. And then, Alan in the midfield, he gets, he's pushing forward and he gets fouled in the box by Ozan Kabak, former Liverpool player, fouls him. It's a clear penalty. I don't know how the referee has missed it. He had to go to VAR to check, but it's a clear penalty. Like when the ref went to the monitor, that was one of the fastest refereeing checks at the VAR monitor I think I've ever seen in the Premier League. He literally was there for about 5-10 seconds and he was like, oh, yep. And he came back, awarded the penalty. I thought Damari Gray was going to take it. I wanted him or Townsend, and luckily one of the two did. It ended up being Andros Townsend to take it. Tim Krul, the Norwich goalkeeper, was kind of talking shit. He was trying to get into Townsend's head, saying, oh, I'm going to go this way. Townsend's like, yeah, okay. And Townsend coolly slots the penalty home. He sends Krul the wrong way, and we're up 1-0. And Townsend has another goal contribution in his Everton career. What a start to life Andros Townsend is having at Everton. Honestly, there was no doubt in my mind that he was going to miss. I just knew he was going to score, and that's exactly what he did. So there was that. And then the second half, again, it was really, really worrisome that second half because Norwich had a decent amount of the possession. And we were on edge. Me and the fans were on edge. I know Goodison was on edge too. You could just feel it in the crowd, the tension, all that stuff. But thankfully, the defense did their job. They held on. They really did. Lucas Dean was, he was good today. He was fine. Ben Godfrey being out of position again in the right back, I thought he was fine as well. Thought he was good. Yerry Mina, I thought was our best defender today. The headers he was getting out of our box, the balls he was just winning aerially. Awesome. Best defender of the day, Yerry Mina. And then Michael Keane. Yeah, he was good as well. He was fine. Partnered with Yerry Mina. I'm sure that gave him the confidence as well. So again, Michael Keane did fine today. No slander for any of our defenders today. I don't want to hear it. They all did their job. Okay. They all did their job. They all did fine today. They all did all right. In the midfield, Alan, he was great. Decore was unbelievable. Decore was excellent. Townsend was great as well. I think we definitely won the midfield battle today. And again, Iwobi played good as well. All right. And you guys know how I feel about Alex Iwobi starting games. I don't really trust him. But hey, look, if Iwobi can do something like this, if he can have a decent enough game like this against better opposition as well, then by all means change my mind. I'm all for it. And then Damari Gray, well, Has Damari Gray not been Damari Gray has not like had a bad game at all for Everton, I think. Like Damari Gray was awesome as well. He really is. Every time he's on the ball, there's excitement. There really is excitement every time he's on the ball. Every time he dribbles and drives at defenders. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so much fun to watch. Like you just know something is going to happen when Damari Gray does that. I am so happy Everton have a player like him because you just know something's going to happen. And then Salomon Rondon was absolutely abysmal today. Absolute garbage. He was by far the worst player on the pitch for Everton today. He really was. He's just not match fit. He really isn't match fit. And he didn't do any. He played the whole game and he did nothing. Okay. He really didn't do anything. He was just there. You know what I mean? Like he was just kind of there. He maybe had one or two good plays, but that was it. Rondon has been absolutely horrific for Everton so far. I know it's very early in his Everton career, but he has looked horrific. He really has. It literally goes to show how much we're missing DCL. Obviously we're missing Richarlison too and Coleman, but really, oh my gosh, like it really makes me appreciate it a lot more when it really makes me appreciate DCL a lot more when I'm seeing Rondon play because he does nothing. All right, and he did nothing today. So that's that. But again, in the second half, when Norwich were on possession, they had a few chances here and there. Jordan Pickford did everything right today, made all the right saves he had to make. Great today. Jordan Pickford was great today. And then the second goal we get, though, again, our midfield, we win the ball like right by the halfway line. Alan, collapses on whoever the defender is, steals the ball off of him. And then Damari Gray's right next to Alan. Damari Gray gets the ball, he picks up, and he starts running. Damari Gray starts dribbling with his pace right at the heart of the Norwich defense. We're actually getting numbers forward. And then, he plays a perfect ball to Abdoulaye Doucouré, and Doucouré doesn't even have to take. He just smashes it. He just shoots the ball, finds it into the back of the net. Tim Krul doesn't really have a chance, and it's 2-0 to Everton. And Damari Gray and Andros Townsend yet again are involved in Everton goals of the day. Look at that. Look at that. Abdoulaye Doucouré, by the way, was my man of the match because he ran that midfield, was a stud, broke up plays, and he got a goal. I love Doucouré pushing up forward, scoring goals. This is his best position. We are really getting the best out of him. And again, Damari Gray just getting that assist to him. Doucouré finishing right on, right the hell on. That's what we love to see. And as soon as it went 2-0, I knew we had the game. I actually felt comfortable enough to know we had the game, even though Norwich had, more of the possession. It felt, especially after our second goal, I felt the tension was gone. The worry was gone. Our defenders were doing our job. And yeah, the substitutes that came on, you had Andros Townsend was the first one off. I think Anthony Gordon came on for him. Yeah. Anthony Gordon, he didn't really do much. I mean, he had 1 or 2 times where he was like running down the wing, which is good because he has pace, injects the team with it. And, like Damari Gray, they both have pace. So Gordon was running with the ball. He got a yellow card. At one point, he like pulled the Norwich player back, which was kind of funny to see, but he stopped. Yeah. So he got booked for it, but whatever, who cares? But yeah, Anthony Gordon, he didn't really do too much when he came on. I think the manager, Rafa, was just like, go on and just make yourself a nuisance, really, make life difficult for Norwich. And, he did whatever. Yeah. So not much to say about Anthony Gordon. And then the second sub to come was Iwobi. No, Gray. Yeah, Damari Gray. Yeah, Damari Gray come off, which it was fine. It was late on in the game. And Tom Davis came on to replace him. I don't really have anything to say about Tom Davis. He was only on for like maximum 10 minutes. Okay. 10, 11, 12 minutes. And it's not really enough to really evaluate a player. But all I have to say about Tom Davis is, okay, cool. You didn't do anything stupid, right? Like you did your job. you did fine. And then the final substitution, Alex Iwobi came off again. Thought Iwobi had a decent game today. He come off in like the 88th, 89th minute, and then Lewis Dobbin made his Everton debut today. So congrats to you, Lewis Dobbin, for making your Everton debut. I know you're only on for like 5-6 minutes, but he ran around a bit, got his first touches on the ball in the Premier League, so that was cool. But yeah, again, Everton win 2-0. We beat Norwich. Was it our best performance? Not necessarily, but look, the important thing is we come away with the 3 points in a must-win game. And there you have it. Again, my man of the match is Abdoulaye Doucouré. You can leave in the comments below who you thought your man of the match was, your thoughts on the game as well. Also, leave a quick like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It only takes a second, and it really means a lot to me. It really means the world. Getting this channel up and running, having you guys watch, it is fantastic. So please continue to spread the word about my podcast. Tell all your friends and family to subscribe and JP Football Podcast. And again, leave in the comments below what you thought of the game, or if you want me to talk about anything footy related, certain players, certain teams, all you have to do is leave it in the comments below and I will address it in the next video. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. We play Manchester United, I believe, next week, which is really scary, but we're going to get there when we get there, one game at a time. We're currently 5th in the table. So yeah, good start to the season. Other than that, until next time, ladies and gentlemen.